This is the award-winning Lee Pitts Live.
Brought to you by the North Law Firm. For car accidents and negligent security cases, call Joe at 239-337-1191. And by Lee Health.
Southwest Florida, welcome back. Look, this man needs very little introduction. Of course, he's the publisher for the Community Press newspaper and an all-around gentleman and a scholar, the math wizard as well. Just Mr. Community, Mr. Middlebrooks, let me bump you in. It's always good to get you here, man. It's hard to get you on Lee Pitts Live, though.
Just call me Lee.
It never stops.
Just call me. I'll be right here for you.
Well, while
Morning,
I got you,
noon, and night.
I want to thank you for partnering with Lee Pitts Live and all the exposure that you've done with your newspaper to make Lee Pitts Live what it is today. And also being one of our sponsors of our Lee Pitts Live After Work Social.
And we want to thank you. It goes hand in hand. You can't do one without the other.
All right, that's cool.
Yes.
And I'm just so excited. People see me talking about the newspaper. We have been needing something of this quality in Southwest Florida since I can remember. And this community press is now allowing us to connect, and we know what's going on, and we're not so disjointed. What has been some of the response from your readers on the community press?
They loving it. And we have more and more. Think about it. We had to go up to 52 pages this past issue.
Okay.
And we started out with 12 pages. So from 12 pages in January of 2015 up to 52 pages in July of 2018, that's a major hit.
This is a serious newspaper.
Yes, it is.
John, I'm going to hold up a couple of sections in the paper. This is called Around the Town. What can people expect in this section of the paper?
That section could be just about anything of importance around the town.
Mm-hmm.
But when we say around the town, it could be in Fort Myers, it could be in Punta Gorda, it could be in Naples. Around the town in those three areas.
And I noticed also that you have, I think it was the Naples connection.
Naples, the Naples connection, that's in the next page there.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as I'm looking for this page so we can keep talking, what inspired you guys to to create the community press?
Well, you know, I had a paper back in the days when you had to typeset everything. Mm-hmm. When you wanted lines, borders, or anything of that nature, you had to do it by hand. Mm-hmm. We had to do we had to typeset everything, as I mentioned earlier, and then you had to take a picture of it, and then take that picture that you've done with one page. Each time we do one page, it would take us forever to do 52 pages.
Technology now has changed everything.
It's unreal. And that's why I keep my grandson, my granddaughter, to teach me this stuff all the time, because telephone, when I was coming up, we only had two means, and that was telephone or telegraph. Well, I can say the mail also, that's snail mail. But telephone and telegraph was the two major things. Telegraph was another part, but it would take time for that with the mail and stuff. But now I can send a message to my brother that lives in Frankfurt, Germany. In 2 seconds, I can even face him and talk with him. It's amazing how the media has evolved so much from the days that I've been when I had a paper earlier.
Now, on your community press team, there are some people that you always like to call their names because you guys work as a great team.
Pablo is our layout person. Veronica does our writing. Williams does all the photography. Jackie Williams does our photography. We cannot do without Bodie. Bodie goes down to Naples. He goes up to Punta Gorda and all of Lee County. When I say all of Lee County, in Lehigh, in the Cape, we have over 150 different places that we place our papers, and we very seldom, if ever, have any issues to come back to us.
And that's a great place too to advertise your business, advertise your anything you have going on is with the community press. Tell people how they can go about having ads in the paper, because that's one of the lifebloods of us being able to have this great paper.
Always on the second page, you will see the entire staff, the men that I just mentioned earlier. You can always call me at 332-1073, or you can email me at James Middlebrooks with an S 08@gmail.com.
If people want things to be in the paper, they need, for each month you have an edition, they need to have that information to you by what?
The last Friday of each month for the first Thursday of the next month. So for July, if you want something coming out in August, the last Friday of July for the first Thursday of August, and you'll have it right there.
Closing down shop at that
Yes, sir.
point. Got to get the final
We have
touches on it.
crunch time, man.
Another thing I love about the paper, not that should be a big to-do, but it is, with some papers you don't get this. When you're reading the paper, it's like there's some painstaking detail to, very seldom you'll see a misspelled word or anything. It just really, I like that, it's quality all the way through.
Believe it or not, between Veronica, between Jackie, Pablo, myself, my wife, my sister, they will always go through everything in details before we send it out to kind of make sure we have very few errors in that paper. And we are proud of that.
When you're dealing with something of this magnitude, now you're saying 50-something pages, that's a lot of work. There's a lot of proofreading that you have to do, so it really takes a lot of work.
And believe it or not, Pablo is one of the best proofreaders out.
Okay.
Yes, he's typesetting all the time. He's doing the layout. We do a little layout. We do a little reading to be sure everything, the dots is there in the right places, the T's across and all those things. But Pablo is really the main proofreader.
Shouting you out, Pablo.
Yes,
I like
sir.
working with Pablo too, and he's just an easy and just a very nice guy to work with.
Yes, he is.
Pablo does a great layout for Lee Pitts Live segment in the paper, and we get a lot of response to that. People really like seeing their picture in the paper. And me, I get a whole hum about being in the paper because I've been in the paper a lot of times for many years. But I get so excited when I'm able to send people a picture of them in the community press, and they go like, "Whoa, where can I get this?" So Pablo sends me that segment, and I'll email it to them, and they just love being in the newspaper.
And if any time they want a paper, they can't find one, just call us at 332-1073, and we'll make sure you get it the very next minute.
Okay. In the future, when we see the community press, say 5-6 years from now, anything will be different? Anything you're gonna like?
Well, you never know the trend of the market at that time. Right now, we try to stay up with the trend that's going on. We try to be sure that we have our website, and we just make sure we're trying to stay within the up part of it. We look on Facebook, or we look on the website, and we look at certain papers that are done in Lee County and out of the county, and we want to make sure we're better than they are.
There you go. Mm-hmm. Well, let me bump you out. It's always good getting you back. Okay?
Thank you so kindly.
Stay right there. The saying goes on this particular show, for those who say it can't be done, they're usually interrupted by those like Mr. James Middlebrooks and all the fine people who are associated with this fine paper. The community press that I always read to find out what's going on in Southwest Florida. I being me, Lee Pitts. We'll see you next week. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching Lee Pitts Live. Of course, I'm Lee Pitts, the host of Lee Pitts Live. We're here at the Holiday Inn Airport in Fort Myers, and I want you to continue to watch Lee Pitts Live on television, on YouTube, and of course, listen to us on radio. But to get all of your shows to come right to you, just click on that subscribe button right there, and Lee Pitts Live will come right to you, your time, your way. That's Lee Pitts Live.